I'm back on the Thames Path. I'm in Woolwich Arsenal today, walking to Tower Bridge. When you walk this walk, there's so much history. I'm walking really through the U-bend that you see on the East Enders sort of ending. What do you think? Do you want to go for a cruise on this one? The ghost ship is full of pigeons. Just did the old favourite when I said it's easy to follow the path, and then immediately took the wrong turn. But you take the second right and then you come through this industrial estate, which it takes you to the Thames Barrier. This is the site of the old Siemens, the original Siemens Brothers factory. Amazing. You think about modern communications, where it all began here. So this is the bed of the Thames. You've got pieces of old ships, you've got rope, you've got old anchors, you've got all sorts of things hidden underneath, going back literally centuries. It says it's 10 3/4 miles to central London, so that's basically, it's 4 miles to Greenwich. I don't know about you, but I just love seeing these sort of sites, totally different to your day-to-day. Well, if you don't work for tarmac. That's why I love this walk so much, because there's so many sort of contrasts. You see these dirty industrial plants, which we really need. So a quick reality check where I am. I'm not even in the U-bend yet. So Thames Path is actually 184 miles long, one of the 15 national trails. And I'm really looking forward to this, 184 miles. That's going to take me a few weeks. I'll just do one a week. This is a statue of Nelson. It says, "Time is everything, 5 minutes makes the difference between victory or defeat." Now you can see the shard there in the distance. That's where Tower Bridge is really. I'm just coming up to the Cutty Sark. These old streets could tell a few stories on the maritime history. So coming out of Greenwich, you have to leave the path, it's closed for a moment, and then you have to go round. And I think I've just come to a dead end. Yep, I'm not going to go very far down there. This is Deptford. So at Deptford, this was a Royal Navy dockyard and the King's Yard, where Henry VIII established it. 350 Navy vessels were built, including HMS Neptune, Nelson's flagship at the Battle of the Nile. So these are the old officers' quarters, right next to the very sort of 1960s and 70s local authority housing. All the naval ships were built here in Deptford, and then just further down at Woolwich Arsenal, that's where all the artillery was prepared and the guns were loaded onto the boats. So this was really, you know, the foundation of the British conquering the world. This is always a bit of a surprise. I found there's a farm in Rotherhithe called the Surrey Docks Farm. So they've got lots of animals, they've got lots of plants, and it's a full working farm. They've got a lovely coffee shop here called the Coffee Place, lovely cakes, nice place to stop. It used to be a shipyard here. You see what it used to look like here where the farm was in 1762. Look at that, all the old wooden ships. So this is Rotherhithe now. This view is where I think Turner took the inspiration to paint his most famous painting, the Fighting Temeraire. It's a painting of an old ship from the Battle of Trafalgar when it was towed into the shipbreaker's yard, which would have been on the right hand side. The painting represents the end of the wooden shipbuilding era as the old ship is towed into the sunset. So this is a view of Canary Wharf at Rotherhithe. It's a place where I lived here for almost 2 years. Actually only a few years ago, only 3 years ago. So it's like coming back home. Walks bring back memories, like I was sharing comments with Y Explorer, Mark, and how you go on a walk and it brings back memories of who you're with. It is like a pilgrimage because you come at these places and you not only learn about the history of the place, but you also remember your history and the times when you first came to these places. I mean, I can remember, and this sort of makes me seem old now, and the first time I came to Canary Wharf was on a school trip. It must have been, I think I was like 14 at the time, something like that. It's like a geography field trip. Came down to London and we met an ex-pupil of the school, and he got a job with the Docklands Development Corporation. So he was working for, I suppose, the Canary Wharf development. When I came to Canary Wharf on that school trip, that wasn't there at all. There was nothing there. It was like, it was all old docks. It was devastation. There was just, you know, loads of wharf buildings which were just dilapidated, cleared land. It's like, as you get older, it's like, you know, you sound like an older person when you said, I remember when it was all fields. But I literally do remember when that was just, it didn't exist. Now this is definitely very historic. You could say it's the birthplace of America, couldn't you? This is where the Mayflower set sail 400 years ago to go to America. This is St Mary's Church, Rotherhithe. It's very historic because Christopher Jones, who's the captain of the Mayflower, he went to this church. So here I am, I've made it to Tower Bridge. From Woolwich to Tower Bridge. What an amazing walk. Saw so many things. I think it's about 12 miles. So it's not that short, but it's a lovely walk. You could do this one, see all these sights. So really good day trip, this one. And the Thames Path, it's fantastic, isn't it? So I hope you enjoyed it. And please leave comments. Thanks again for watching. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. So see you then. Bye for now.